But some are troubled in this faith when they hear that the Father is God, the Son is God, and the Holy Spirit is God, and that this Trinity is not three gods, but one God. And they ask how they are to conceive it, especially when it is said that the Trinity works inseparably in everything that God works, and yet that in some way the voice of the Father spoke, which is not the voice of the Son, and that no one except the Son was born in the flesh, suffered, rose again, and ascended into heaven, and that no one except the Holy Spirit came in the form of a dove. They seek to understand how the Trinity uttered that voice, which was only that of the Father, and how that same Trinity created that flesh in which only the Son was born of the Virgin, and how that Trinity itself produced that form of a dove in which only the Holy Spirit appeared. For if it had not been so, then the Trinity would not work inseparably, but the Father would do some things, the Son some things, and the Holy Spirit some things. Or if they were to do some things together, and other things without one another, then the Trinity would no longer be inseparable. The question about the manner in which the Holy Spirit is in the Trinity also disturbs them, since neither the Father nor the Son, nor both of them, have begotten him, although he is the Spirit of the Father and the Son. Since people then ask such questions, and weary us by doing so, if through the gift of God our weakness knows anything about these subjects, we shall explain them as best we can, nor shall we proceed on our journey with consuming envy. If we say that we are not in the habit of thinking about such subjects, we are lying. On the other hand, if we admit that they linger in our thoughts, for we are carried away by an eagerness for investigating the truth, then they call upon us by the law of charity to make known what reflections we have been able to draw from them. Not that I have already obtained this, or been made perfect. For if the Apostle Paul did not consider that he had already laid hold of it, how much more so in my case, I who lie far beneath his feet? But according to my capacity, I forget what is behind and strain forward to what is before, and in accordance with this plan, follow toward the prize of the heavenly call. And when I am asked to make known how much of the journey I have completed, at what point I have arrived, and how much of the course still remains before reaching the end, then charity freely compels me to satisfy those who make this request. But it must needs be, and God will grant, that I myself shall also derive profit by serving them with what they read, and in my eagerness to answer those who are seeking. I too shall discover what I was seeking. Therefore, I have undertaken this work by the command and with the help of the Lord our God, not for the sake of speaking with authority about what I know, as to know these subjects by speaking of them with reverence.